Okay, so I figured I'd make a quick little video about my Proslide XT Sulky. We bought it brand new, and it's been on this particular mower here, the our 48-inch Toro Walkbehind Hydro. When it was new, it did all right. We're having some issues with it now. It's got about, well, let me see. It's got 440 hours worth of use now because it's been on this mower since new. It's definitely not perfect, but you know, it serves its purpose. It does work for a while as they advertise it to. We had issues with it retracting when it was brand new. We found out what it was. These little pans, or I guess the wear plates, actually were curving up, and I had a bum ankle, so I tend to favor one foot over the other, and it actually wore one side funny because I was putting more weight on the one side, and then that caused this little plate right here that's supposed to release the trigger mechanism in it to not function properly. So long story short, my solution was to see this right here was the safety feature. You know, it used to just sit right in there, and it prevented, it slid up in there whenever you're standing on it, and it prevented the mower from the plate from sliding underneath the mower going down a hill or something of that nature. I had to take it out. It solved my issue because, like I said, I was wearing this plate funny, and whenever you got off of it, it would not let the safety feature release and the thing retract. So I've been running it for 400 hours now with no safety feature. And you can see here what the plate looks like, the wear plate looks like after 400 hours. It definitely needs replaced pretty desperately. We have a new one coming. We also just had to replace, here's the old shock absorber, we just had to replace this shock absorber here. So we were having issues with it picking itself up. And it seems to be picking it up, but now I'm realizing now that I put that on there. Usually it would sit more like this. There's another shock absorber underneath of it there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I think that second shock absorber is also gone, which I didn't realize until just now, which is making it kind of hang down a little bit lower. So I'll have to order one of those up, I guess. So you know, all said and done, it works pretty well for what it is, but it's definitely expensive because, you know, we just paid, I think it was $70 or something like that for the new wear plate. And then I'm gonna have to buy another shock absorber. I don't remember what those cost, but you know. So essentially, at 400 hours, we have to put 2 new shock absorber deals on it, and then a new wear plate. You know, to get it back functioning again. If you're going to use it on one of these Toro machines, I would definitely frown upon it. The reason being, the hydro line right here on this hydraulic tank is easily hit by the sulky. So if you jump off of a curb or something like that, or if you go down into a little dip and you're walking, and you know, with this in their tracted form, I've actually broke this tank and this line, which was about a $400 fix. I was not having a very good day that day. You know, I was quite thoroughly annoyed at it, actually. So, you know, I wouldn't necessarily buy it on this piece of equipment again. You know, so if you're a Toro user, I'd steer clear of it, unless, I don't know if the new Toro machines have relocated a tank or not. But on other mowers, and if you're in flat ground, it would help probably. On this particular machine, we had to put that lead weight on the front of the mower. Toros are stereotypically light in the front end anyhow, so that, you know, that I'm sure that could be part of the mower's fault, not all the sulky, but we have issues going up hills where it wants to pick the front end of the mower up a lot. You know, we're in western Pennsylvania, so we live in the hill territory. If you were down south where, you know, everything was flat, I guess it wouldn't probably wouldn't matter quite as much, because this thing does do very well in flat ground. It doesn't seem to bother the mower too much then. It's just on the hills. But as far as the removal of it, it does come off pretty easy too. All you just gotta do is pull this pin here and slide it out, and it pops right off, and you're good to go. Walk behind it. We also have some issues with this. I'm hoping they're corrected. I'm hoping that they're corrected by the new shock absorber. But what basically happens is, let me move my old pan out of the way. When you come down a steeper hill, and the old pan's still in the way. So basically, just simulated by this, it does that, which I don't know if you can tell it or not, but it actually pushes back in, and then it just stays underneath of the mower, and it's very annoying. All you have to do is just reach down, grab it, and pull it up, and it resets itself. But you know, it's just the fact that whenever you're mowing, you have to do that 3 or 4 times a day. It's just an annoyance. You know, and you usually back over the damn thing and everything else. And so, would I buy another one? Probably not. But I also would never buy another Walkbehind. I guess this is my first Walkbehind ever. You know, we're moving to stand-on mowers now, which kind of eliminates the need for this sulky. You know, and other sulkies that I've used, I have a Toro True Track sulky. I don't really like it either because it beats the crap out of you when you're riding it. The one thing that this one does really well, and the reason why I won't just buy a Toro True Track for this mower, it is so smooth to ride, and you're at ground level. So for all your controls, it's no different than just walking behind it. You're not standing and trying to arch your back over it. It's really comfortable to ride compared to any other sulky I've used. But anyhow, there you go. You know, I figured I'd put a video up on here because you know, there's not really a whole lot out there that I'm aware of, and I tried to write a review on Proslide's website, and they never approved it. I guess it never wound up onto their site, so you know, I don't know if they were getting bad reviews or what. But so here's the honest review for it, and if you have any questions, feel free to shoot a comment. Thanks, guys.